Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram,
Jaya Jaya Ram,
Jaya Jaya Ram.
Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai, Pavan
Sutta
Sutta
Hanuman
Hanuman
ki
ki jai,
jai,
Radhavar
Krishna
Krishna
Chandra
Chandra
ki
ki jai,
jai,
Bolo
लो
Bhai
भाई
Sab
सब
Santan
संतन की
ki jai,
जय
Jai
नमः
Namah
पार्वती
Parvati
पतये
Pataye,
हर
Har
हर
Har Mahadev.
महादेव ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः सीताया पतये नमः हरि ओम बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय परमात्मा ऋषिकेशो भक्तानुग्रह काम्यया देवकार्यार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं रावणस्य वधाय च जातो राम इति ख्यातो मायामानुषवेषधृक् आस्ते दाशरथैर्भूत्वा चतुर्धा परमेश्वरः We are in Adhyatma Ramayana, Canto 1, Balakand, Chapter 6, verse number 65 we have to start, but we are looking from 63 onwards. Paramatma Rishikesho Bhaktanugraha Kamyaya. Lord Vishnu, the Rishikesh, has incarnated. Here, who is telling our... Where is the story? After Lord of Mithila, King Janaka told sages and Vashishta and Vishwamitra all that was disclosed to him previously about his daughter Sita by sage Narada. And we saw last week how the pointed part of the plow, the pointed part of the plow is called a Sita, and the one who was born by that pointed part, Sita, is called as Sita. And when she was born, don't go according to the pictures. She came in a box. Maybe she came in a box. Who are we here to dispute that? But the moment the Lord, the King Janaka saw her, a natural love and affection and arose in his heart, and therefore he brought it and handed it over to his wife Sunaina, who also immediately accepted her as her own daughter. And usually it is seen that once you have adopted a child, then you have your own children also afterwards. So also she also had after one more child after, who was then married to Lakshmana. And here he is telling, instead of Paramatma Rishikesho, we'll start from 61. Ekada Narado Bhyagad Vivikte Mai Sanstite Ranayan Mahatim Veenam Gayan Narayanam Vibhum Once I was sitting alone, says Narada came to me playing his veena and singing the glories of Lord Narayana, who is all pervading and omnipresent. Now, in the first chapter of Ram Hridayam, we have already given you the who Lord Narayana is, in other words, who Lord Ram is. In that context, where Sita is saying Lord Ram does not do anything, he is the non-doer, all that is done is by me, and you understand it that way, and therefore he is all pervading and omnipresent. After I had finished with the formality of welcoming and worshipping the sage, he sat down comfortably and said cheerfully, what did he say? Shunushva vachanam guhyam tavabhyudaya karanam. O king, listen to this most vachanam guhyam, most secret words of mine. Tavad abhyudaya karanam. Tavad, to you, abhyudaya. They are, karanam is cause. They are the cause of bringing auspiciousness and welfare to you. And what is that? Then now 63rd verse, Paramatma Rishikesho Bhaktanugraha Kamayaya Devakaryartha Siddhyartham Ravanasya Vadhaya Cha. Lord Vishnu has incarnated, revealed himself, and has become famous in an illusory human form by the name of Ram for the benefit and to show munificence and benevolence to his devotees and to fulfill the job of the gods to slay the demon Ravana. That Supreme Lord has manifested himself in 4 forms as sons of Dasharatha and presently resides in the city of Ayodhya. Now remember, when we began the Ram Hridayam, there we saw how Mother Earth went to the gods, and along with the gods went to Brahmaji, and all of them then went to Shivji, and then all of them went to Narayana and requested him that the atrocities of Ravana are unbearable, and therefore he should help them and come and take care of that fellow. And that Narada, because he has got free entry into the Vaikuntha, I'm also becoming Kannadiga. Vaikuntha, Rama. So, Vaikuntha and Jato Rama iti khyato Maya Manusha Veshadhruk Aste Dasharathir Bhutva Chaturdha Parameshwaraha. And then that Supreme Lord himself manifested in 4 forms as the 4 sons of Dasharatha, which are Ram, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughna. Actually the sequence is Sri Ram, then Bharat, then Lakshman and then Shatrughna. Because Lakshman and Shatrughna were born to Madhuri. First Ramchandraji was born, then Bharatji was born, and the twins, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. I don't know if they were twins or came one after the other, but they were born to what was the name? Kausalya, Kekai and Madhuri. Sumitra. नहीं Sumitra नहीं यार.
Sorry.
What is the name? Padmini?
Sumitra Swamiji.
Sumitra. Why
Yes,
am I getting Madhuri? Madhuri कौन थी?
Madhuri Kunti's sister.
Who's?
Like Kunti.
Oh, Kunti. Oh, उधर कहाँ चला गया मैं? हाँ, सुमित्रा नंदन होते हैं ना? लक्ष्मण is सुमित्रा नंदन.
Yes.
Thank you. हाँ. Too many satsangs today. My mind is all going round. It will come back. And in this way, the one Lord alone manifested as the for the benefit of the world. Again, paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge. That is the job of the world, the Lord, the Ishvara. That's what he does. And here when the Ishvara appears, what does his Maya do? Yoga Maya pi siteti jata vaitava veshmani atastvam raghavayaiva dehi sitam prayatnataha नान्येभ्य पूर्व भार्यैषा रामस्य परमात्मनः इत्युक्त्वा प्रययौ देव गतिं देवमुनिस्तदा. So now if Ishvara is coming and taking the form, who makes him do that? The Yoga Maya. Now Ishvara and Prakriti or Ishvara and Maya can never be separate. So if he has come, she has to also come and will find a way to be with him again. And here his delusionary power, that is this Maya Shakti, the infinite cosmic energy, the Shakti herself, called as Deva Maya, has manifested in your household as Sita. Now, that child which was born while he was plowing the field, that child is none other than the Sita. She is causeless. Understand, that is why she is not born from a mother. She is causeless. Bhagwan is also causeless actually, but only for our benefit we say that he is born to Kaushalya. Yes, he is born to Kaushalya, but not like you and me are born. It is a divine conception and it is a divine birth. He manifests himself out of the womb of Kaushalya, and we saw that when he was born with Chaturbhuj, and he was as the Chaturbhuj Narayan himself. And then Mother Kaushalya requested him to take the baby form because she wanted to express the Vatsalya. And then he takes the form. And same here also, Sita ji has come, and hence Naraji is telling, King Janaka is narrating to everyone what Narad Muniji told him. Here his delusionary powers and infinite cosmic energy called Deva Maya has manifested in your household as Sita. Hence you should attempt to betrothal Sita to Sri Ram and nobody else. That is, you should endeavor to bring a union between the Supreme Lord and his Maya, because she has been his other half earlier also. Saying this, the celestial sage Narad went by the path of sky, the path leading to heaven. So, देखो भैया, simple सी बात है. What is the rule? The rule is everything is predetermined. If the life of what Ramchandra ji and Sita are going to do, that they are going to be coming together, that they are going to kill Ravana, that they are going to go through all this, is predetermined. The Leela is going on. You think your life is very special? Bekuf. Our life is also predetermined. Everything is going according to the program. You fight with the program, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मद मात्सर्य अहंकार ये आता रहेगा. Don't fight with the program. Just watch everything unfold. Because what is happening is the Lord's Leela. But we make it into a personal agenda and suffer thereafter. अब जब भगवान के बारे में कोई शंका नहीं है यहाँ पे, Narad ji has already come and told what is going to happen and what Janak ji has to do. So Swamiji, now should I go to an astrologer and find out what my life is going to be in the future? Ah, बैल मुझे मार. Janak ji did not go and ask anyone. Narad ji came himself and told. See? So let information आ जाती है, अपने आप आ जाती है. You have to trust the process. Trusting the process means getting out of the way of life unfolding. Can I unmute you, please, whoever is there? हाँ निकल गया. हाँ? So we have to get out of the way. The thinker has to get out of the way. Enjoy the Leela, take the Lord's name. Don't try to work out this world. Don't try to work out your life. Don't try to control your life. Don't try to do or undo your life. Don't try to hold on to your life. But we don't stop there. We want to control everything associated with our life also. We want to control the house, we want to control the finances, we want to control the wife, we want to control the husband, we want to control the children, we want to control our future, we want to control our health, we want to control our hunger. चलता रहता है. There is no, it's an endless stream. और जहाँ कंट्रोल आ गया वहाँ पे फ्रिक्शन आएगा. Wherever there is friction, you have to face the consequences. Fire will be generated. Let the fire be generated for the higher good, so that you melt. Why you want to generate friction which leads to more pain? Tapasya is also fire. Tapasya also is friction, where you are trying to allow things to happen by themselves. For that, a different disposition is required. That is tapasya. Continuously reminding yourself that everything is all right. Continuously reminding yourself that this is a Leela. Continuously reminding that every thought that comes to your mind, everything that is expressing through this mind is his Leela. No, don't take any ownership. The more you stand apart, to that extent, the whole matrix will collapse. To that extent, the integration will start happening. फिर मस्ती आती है, when you accept everything as it is. But because of our control structure that we have, we create problems for ourselves. So here when he says, Nanebhya purva bharyesha ramasya paramatmanaha, you should attempt to marry Sita with Sri Ram and nobody else. And bring about the union. Union of who? Union of the Ishvara and Prakriti herself, or Ishvara or Maya herself. Because she has been his other half earlier also. Earlier means she has always been his other half. There has never been a time that Ishvara has been separate. Yes, in the Leela it appears that she has separated, but actually speaking, she has never separated. This vision only the Ishvara can give you. Or, like we had the lecture just now before, on Durga Saptashati, on the Devi, or by the blessings of Devi, you can come to realize that everything that is taking place in the Prakriti, or everything that is taking place by the will of the Maya, by the play of the Maya, is nothing but Maya, is nothing but Prakriti, is nothing but mind. Different words for the same thing. And that Maya, when we come to that Maya, she knows she is not other than Ishvara. But we are stuck in an individuality, we are stuck in an ego, and therefore are never able to see the oneness between the spirit, between the Atman and the mind. Atman is pure consciousness, mind is also consciousness. Pure consciousness with thoughts is called mind. Mind without thoughts is called pure consciousness. Where's the problem? So what is the substratum? Substratum is nothing but the pure consciousness. So this has to be revealed. Aparoksha anubhuti, direct perception has to come about. That direct perception does not come through some support, or it does not come through some process. It does not come through because reveal itself because you did something or you did not do something. It's spontaneous. It's grace. Saying this, ityuktva prayayo deva gatim deva munistada. So, having ityuktva, having spoken these words earlier, the Narad Muniji went. They went back to Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is the ultimate Swarga. There are many Swargas. All the 7 lokas above, all the way to Brahmalok. And what is beyond Brahmalok? That is Satyalok, is Vaikuntha, where you are unhooked. Kunta is hooking. Kunta is a knot. You are completely free from all knot, meaning there is no rebirth from there. Continuing 67 and 68. Tadarabhya maya sita Vishnor Lakshmir vibhavyate katham maya raghavaya diyate janaki shubha iti chinta samavishtaha karyamekam chintayam mat pitamaham gehetu nyasa bhutamidam dhanuhu. He says, ever since then, I have regarded this Sita as the consort of Lord Vishnu. Dekho? And this is why in our culture, the children are named not some unnecessary name. Apeksha, Akanksha, Maya. Now, I say, so Bhagavan, we are given God's name or goddess's name so that we see the divinity. Our attention shifts to the divinity through the vehicle of the child, but instead we see the child. देखो भगवान की तरह कर रहा है, उसके अंदर भगवान को देखो. So here Janak Maharaj is saying that from that moment onwards, after these, what did he say? The secret clue or secret words that he has told Janak ji. But remember, Janak ji is a realized master. He is a Raja Rishi. He is established in the truth. And to such a person, Naradji has come and told. So, and I have regarded this Sita as consort of Lord Vishnu, reflecting on how to give this auspicious and virtuous Janaki Sita to Raghava, Sri Ram. I thought of a way out. Janakji Maharaj is saying, now if you think that Parshuram came, this happened, that happened, here a different angle is taken. I don't know how it is in Tulsi Ramayana, but here it is like this. What is that? He's saying, I thought of a way out how to bring Ram and Sita together. Janak Maharaj is saying, Katham maya raghavaya diyate janaki shubha. How do I give this auspicious Janaki to Raghavaya diyate? How do I give her to Sri Ram? Iti chinta samavishtaha karyam ekam chintayam mat pitamaha gehetu nyasa bhutamidam dhanuhu. And he says, thinking this, he says in the 68th verse. In an earlier time, Lord Shiva had, after having reduced to ashes the demon Tripurasur, deposited his bow with my grandfather for safe custody. So, we have seen this story somewhere else. I don't know how he's going to. Yeah. We saw that bow was given to Parshuram. That Parshuram gave that Pinaka Dhanush for safe custody with Janakji. That is what we have seen in other Ramayana. Here it is coming as that the Lord Shiva had given that Tripurasur, that bow, with my grandfather for safe custody. See? ईश्वरेण पुराक्षिप्तं पुरदाहादनन्तरं धनुरे तत्पणं कार्यम् इति चिन्त्य कृतं तथा सीतापाणिग्रहार्थाय सर्वेषां माननाशनं त्वत्प्रसादान्मुनिश्रेष्ठ रामो राजीवलोचनः. Inspired that I should make this bow, which is a vanquisher of haughtiness, pride, vanity, and ego of all, as a bet or condition for marrying Sita, I went ahead and decided to implement it. O the most exalted sage Vishwamitra, by your grace, the lotus-eyed Ram, Sri Ram, has come here to see that bow and bow of Lord Shiva. So here the story is a little bit different. There's a twist to it. That it came. What is this bow? Now you have to understand this bow. What is this bow? The bow with which Lord Shiva killed the Tripurasur. Who is the Tripurasur? Someone? Participation? Who is Tripurasur? What is the bow?
Bow represents Ahankara, Swamiji?
No. Wrong conclusion. Who is Tripurasur? What does he represent? Pura means.
He believes he's a three state of consciousness.
Okay. Three means three. Pura means city. And who is this Tripura? Which are the three cities? Waking, dream, deep sleep. These are the three cities which we travel every day. You understand? Who is this fellow who goes through the waking, dreaming, and sleeping experience? The ego. That ego is the Tripurasur. The three experiences are not for the Atman. Atma does not experience the three worlds. It's the ego which experiences the three worlds, the individuality. So this Tripura, how he was killed, how he was vanquished? By the Pinaka Dhanush, by the bow. What is this bow? This bow is the bow of Om. This bow is the bow of Om. With that, see, he was destroyed. Now that bow has come here. And Sri Ram is going to break that bow also. What does it mean that he is going to break that bow symbolically? It means by breaking it, he has declared he is the Parabrahma Paramatma. See? Where are we? ईश्वरेण पुराक्षिप्तं पुरदाहादनन्तरं dhanure tatpanam karyam iti chintya krutam tatha. Inspired that I should make this bow, which is a vanquisher of haughtiness, pride, vanity, and ego of all, you chant Om, all these will start melting away by themselves. And what is the arrow? The attention, the intention. As a condition for marrying Sita, I went ahead and decided Sita Panigraharthaya for the panigrahana of the Sita ji, Sarvesham Mananashanam. And if someone has to accept Sita, he should be free of ego, he should be free of pride, etc. Tvat prasadan munishreshta ramo rajiva lochanaha. And Tvat prasadat, by the grace of you all, O Munishreshta, or O saints and sages, by your grace, Ram, who is a lotus-eyed Ram, has come here for this purpose, to see that bow of Lord Shiva. See? Same way, if you want to take it a very gross understanding, Sita is Prakriti, Ramchandraji is the Purusha. You are the Purusha and mind is the Prakriti. When in your life scriptures come, Ram Leela comes, Ramayana comes, Adhyatma Ramayana comes, Bhagavatam comes, Upanishads come, it is to destroy this Tripura. It is to remind you, it is an opportunity for you. Like picking up that bow was an opportunity for the Ram. He didn't go there expecting anything. He didn't go there doubting anything. He didn't go there to achieve anything. He didn't go there to get the Sita. He only followed the Guru's advice. Nothing else. No desire of his own. When unasked in our life, scriptures come, gurus come, mahatmas come, understanding comes, mantra comes. Sometimes we are sitting on our own, suddenly a mantra starts in our mind. Suddenly the meditation begins for no cause, no reason. Understand, grace is there. Grace of saints and sages, grace of Lord, grace of all gods. That's why it is happening. Now don't take it and make it into a knowledge which you have to protect. We have to protect Om. We have to protect our Sanatan Dharma. We have to protect our scriptures. Get out of that. Make yourself capable of performing that act. थोड़ा सा क्या हमने पढ़ लिया, थोड़ा सा क्या हमने साधना कर ली, immediately we become protectors of Sanatan Dharma. भगवान is also protector of परित्राणाय साधुनाम विनाशाय च दुष्कृतम. और अपनी औकात क्या है? What is our ability? We can't protect anyone. Even that small mosquito or that small spider comes into the house, we are ready with the spray to kill it. And we talk about protection. Anyone comes, immediately we are ready to answer back, get angry when we want to protect. So, Ramchandra ji, when he fights Ravana, he invokes the anger. Not because he is angry. No, he invokes the anger. There. But inside he is calm. Here, coming to the Swayamvar, it was all his gurus doing, Vishwamitra's. All the glory that he has got here as the Ahalya Uddharaka, as the killer of Tadaka and Subahu and Marich. All that glory, it was inherent within him. Who brought it out? The Guru Maharaj. Who brought out the knowledge that was present in him? Sage Vashishta. First it was book knowledge. He was very sharp. But in Yoga Vashishta, that same knowledge which was not fructifying as the natural state, because Ramchandraji was caught up in the mind. What to do and what not to do. What is the purpose? Is this world real or am the consciousness is real? He was caught up in all that. And when he heard the words of sage Vashishta and Yoga Vashishta, all clarity came. Who gave him that? Who invoked what he was already? The Guru Maharaj. Who invokes? We are also like Ramchandraji only. Doubting, confused. The scriptures as Guru, Jnaneshwar Maharaj as Guru, Swamiji as Master, these words of the scriptures, Adhyatma Ramayana as the teacher. You take them up, take them with deep availability. Like Ramchandraji did. All the sadhanas that are given in Yoga Vashishta, Ramchandraji did not do it. He just listened, became clear as to who he was. All the sadhana that was given in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna did not do it. All his doubts went away. This is the grace. Grace of God, grace of Guru, grace of the acharyas, parents, everything. Because without body we could not have come to this point in life. Body was given by parents. See? When we flow, when we are enthusiastic, inspired in what we are doing every moment, without indulging in past or future too much, then the right teachers will keep coming, keep growing. Because there is a Ram in everyone's heart. Each one is none other than Ram himself. See? So our Janaka Maharaj, he went about planning how Sri Ram is going to, he has already done it, but here he's saying, so I got this bow of Lord Shiva, I had this bow of Lord Shiva, which was given to my grandfather, and I made this as a condition, and I went ahead and decided to implement it. Oh, the most exalted stage Vishwamitra, by your grace, Sri Ram has come here to see that bow of Lord Shiva. Continuing 71 and 72. Agatotra dhanur drashtum phalito me manoratah. Adya me safalam janma ramatvam sahasitaya. Ekasanastham pashyami bhrajamanam ravim yatha. Tvatpadam budharo Brahma Srushti Chakra Pravartakaha. See how beautiful. Agatotra dhanur drashtum phalito me manoratha. And that manoratha, that desire of mine, that wish of mine, that Sri Ram, who is Narayana, and Sita, who is none other than the Prakriti or Maya, should come together, that has come about. Phalito me manoratha. Phalito is that result has of my wish has resulted. So here he says, this has resulted in my vows being honored. That is, all my efforts have borne fruits. O Sri Ram, today my life has been fully rewarded, and I am feeling extremely privileged that I behold you. Adya me safalam janma. Janak Maharaj, who is a realized saint in his own right, is saying, Adya me safalam janma, Rama, tvam sah sitaya. To see you Sri Ram and Sita together, my life is fulfilled now. See. So take it subjectively. What will be the union here? The union here will be the mind merges into the pure consciousness, marries the pure consciousness. Or in other words, Jivatma realizes the Paramatma. Because Jivatma cannot express as Jivatma without the conditioning of the mind, which is none other than consciousness. Conditioned consciousness is Jivatma. Or, I'm putting it in different ways so something clicks to everyone. Reality conditioned by the limitations of space, time, objectivity is Jivatma. When he realizes that he is Paramatma, that is the union. Now that was true, Jivatma with Paramatma, but you are the Jiva. And where are you Jiva? Are you Jiva in spirit or are you Jiva in mind? That is the question. We have not made that separation within ourselves. So when we take it subjectively, it is the idea that I am an individual. That idea of individuality is only in the mind. This whole Prakriti, this body, breath, mind, intellect, the Pancha Koshas are only in the mind. Mind is nothing but essentially the pure consciousness. Wave is nothing but essentially the infinite waters. When it realizes that in spite of the form, union has taken place. Then who are these Vishwamitra and Sage Vashishta and Janaka Maharaj? These are all within. There are various conditionings of the mind. You do a little bit of sadhana, all sages come in your meditation and come and bless you. Where did they come from? Those who are focused on the outside, oh, they came from Himalayas. They came from China. Tao sages, Sufi sages, all. They come and bless. They guide you in the meditation. Whether you follow it or not, that is your problem. But you be a little bit focused, take a little bit of name of the Lord, go from Vaikhari to Madhyama, see all the things start happening. But don't get lost in it. Take the message, move on. Don't stop your sadhana. So these are all aspects of the mind alone which are helping the I to recognize that it is by nature infinite. So here when he says, my life has been fully rewarded and I am feeling extremely privileged that I behold you who are as splendorous and radiant as the sun and Sita seated together on the same throne. Brahma had embarked on the project of creating this universe, existence, creation after having first put the holy water used to wash your divine feet on his head as mark of greatest of reverence, honor and obeisance. See? Brahma is the creator. Janaka means in Sanskrit the word Janak is father. And remember, I told you before, 14 generations of Janakas, the kings of Mithila, capital of Janakpur, 14 generations were realized masters. So, what does Janaka mean? I told you before. He is the father not only to his daughters. He that fatherly attitude, care, empathy, compassion, love, nourishment he has towards all the subjects, towards all the people. See? Without listening to Janak, without the mind, the one aspect of the mind coming to being Janaka, this union will not take place. And who is this Janaka? His wife is Sunayana. Nayana, vision. Sunayana, pure vision. The bestest of vision. Meaning, what is bestest of vision? Direct perception. Considering everyone as the self. नहीं तो मैं और मेरा बच्चा. Fatherhood stops there only. It has to expand, like Ammachi has expanded. The motherhood has expanded to include the whole creation. Vishwamitra is a friend of the whole creation. Until and unless we are not, some aspect of our mind has not invoked that we are friend of the entire creation, till then this will not happen. These are all stages of development in the mind. Until and unless Ramchandraji, I told you, last week or the week before, Ramchandraji putting on the dictate of his teacher, Vishwamitra, Guru Maharaj, touches the stone, the Jadatva is made into conscious. Are we able to see the whole Jadatva as conscious? As being, meaning conscious, meaning being pervaded by the reality. These hidden potency, this hidden ability within us, only the Guru Maharaj can bring it out of us. Only the Guru Maharaj. Just as Ramchandraji is already realized after Yoga Vashishta, he is established in the self, total clarity. Vishwamitra comes. Now it's about manifestation of that realization for the whole world to see. because he came with a purpose. He cannot achieve that purpose of killing of Ravana or protecting the sadhus and killing the demons by being an individual. It cannot happen. Some extraordinary power has to come. That extraordinary power can only come by knowing who you are essentially. Then fearlessness comes. Then natural inspiration every moment. Then no difficulty, no obstacle is not surmountable. You can go beyond everything that comes in your life, every obstacle, every challenge, every difficulty. But prerequisite is you remain equanimous, you remain in the poise, you be the self, and allow the gurus to guide you. And when you are abiding there, then everything is a guru and everyone is a guru, every experience is a guru, every event is a guru. But what if some negative person comes and he does this? Maybe you are meant to go through that. Ramchandraji, one moment is being given the crown, and the next, within few hours, is taken, the Yuvraj Pad is taken away from him. Things happen. All that is to unfold the hidden potential within you. For us to discover ourselves, for us to expand, for us to be more than what we think we are. Today my life has been fully rewarded and I am feeling extremely privileged that I behold you, who are as splendorous and radiant as the sun, and Sita seated together on the same throne. And Brahmaji, here Janaka Maharaj is remembering that Brahmaji had embarked before, when Brahmaji was born from the navel on the lotus, and when he came to realize that his purpose of birth, that his purpose of manifestation from Narayana is for creation. So how do you begin creation? I will show the world what I can do. I applied for the job and I got the job. I did this and I got that. I accepted the girl's hand, so she's married to me. As if only one way, not both ways. How do we begin our day? Karagre vasate Lakshmi, karamule Saraswati, karamadhe tu Govinda, pravate karadarshanam. With this shloka, the moment you get up, we begin the day. Idea is that we see, we are invoking the grace of the three, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Govinda. Govinda, the one who is manifesting through the senses. Govinda. Go means gochar. Gochar means all the senses. So, if we understand that meaning, not just mechanically chant that mantra, then no meaning. But if you understand that mantra and now make an attempt with bhav, the vision will change. You will see the whole world. If you are one with the Govinda behind, through who is functioning through the senses, then the world will also be Govinda only, Govindamaya, like it was for the gopis, Krishnamaya. Everything was Krishna. So Brahmaji, when he began the creation, he washed uh, the holy waters of his Kamandalu. He washed the feet of the Lord Narayana. Washing the feet of Lord Narayana, taking that jal, taking that water and sprinkling it over his head as Ashirvad. When Brahmaji is doing that, who are you and me, man? I am giving a lecture. I am understanding. See? Who are we? We must begin our day genuinely surrendered to the divine every morning. That's how it should begin. And this whole paddhati, this whole scheme has been given out in our Nitya Karma. The moment you get up, I told the mantra, the moment you touch the feet, Prithvi Tvaya Dhrita Loka, you respect the earth. While taking shower, Gange Cha Yamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati. For everything there is a mantra. If you don't know the mantra, keep remembering the Lord's name. Because everything is His manifestation. He will bring you to the right space at the right time. Everything will start happening. Just like in Ram's life. Sri Ram's life. He didn't go looking for Sita, Sita came. He didn't go looking for Vishwamitra, Vishwamitra came. He didn't go looking for Sejvashta, Sejvashta came. He didn't go looking for the various sages when he was in Panchavati. All the sages came to him or they invited him. And yes, he visited also. What was the purpose? One was satsang, and second to see if there are any evil people troubling them. So Brahma had embarked on the project of creating this universe after having first put the holy waters used to wash your divine feet on his head as mark of the greatest of reverence, honor and obeisance. So we must also begin our day, every project, every class we begin that way. You begin your day also like that, conclude your day also like that. And your day doesn't conclude when you come back from work. Your day concludes when you go to sleep. So, be intoxicated in his name, be intoxicated in his union in your own heart, seeing, attempting, being available that everything that is happening outside and inside is his will alone. This is what Brahmaji did. Therefore, he creates, but he is not stuck in his creation. We create and we get stuck in our creation. We get identified with our creation. We get attached to our creation. We get infatuated by our creation. We create a relationship with our creation. But Brahmaji, he creates the creation as an offering to the feet of the Lord Narayana, to his source. Do we do that? Is he continuously thinking, yeah, this is, oh, I have to do so much multitasking, so many species have to be created, I have to maintain the balance on the earth of this creation. Now the males have to be more or females have to be more. Is there a balance maintained? No, he is not worried. He is not worried. He is not concerned. Initially, he felt he made mistakes. When he created Sanat Kumaras, because he was so devoted to Lord Narayana, with that type of feeling, when the first creation came of Sanat Kumaras, they also became sages. They didn't create, they didn't get married, because there's nobody to get married to. Then out of him came Narad Muni. He also became a sage, became a devotee of the Lord. Then he created the rishis and the prajapatis and their daughters, and then the sages got married to the daughters, and so on, and then the creation began. First it was the subtle one, and then came the gross one, which was Manu and Shatrupa. But he did it. After that, he left it alone. It's self-propagating now. But he is not disturbed. Brahmaji is not disturbed by his creation. And whenever, because of certain events in the creation that he has created, because creation is up and down, sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, everything cannot be always in a straight line in this creation. And when some things happen which are out of his control, some aspects of the creation, they become very powerful, then he doesn't have ego. He goes to the feet of Lord Narayana, please help Bhaiya. And that's exactly what he has done. Ravana has come and they go to Brahmaji. Brahmaji says, let's go to Narayana. They all go to Narayana. No ego. And Narayana says, yes, all in order. Taken care. Wait. And remember that Brahmaji is nothing but Mana Buddhi Chitta Ahankar in the individual. Where does our Mana Buddhi Chitta Ahankar go? Does it go to the world or does it go to the Lord? Where does it seek answers? It seeks answers in the books. It seeks answers in the world. It seeks answers in experiences, in the matter, or is it seeking the answer from the source, the Lord Himself? And how do you access that Lord? Through the name. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. That's why we see Brahmaji continuously meditating. He is not agitated, he is not disturbed on account of his creation. So where has something gone wrong in us? Janakji is not disturbed. In spite of being a king, having a kingdom, so many things are going on in a kingdom. It's calm and cool, poised in the self. We have to function in the world being poised in the divine. See. And when we are like Brahmaji, who is ever doing everything He knows that it is by Narayana's grace that he's got the ability to create the creation, and he creates the creation as an offering to the Narayana, feet of Narayana. This should be our attitude also. This is the reverence to the Lord that we can offer. नहीं तो अपना क्या है, मुंह में राम राम, बगल में छुरी. In the mouth, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, and outside, I have to do this, I have to achieve this, I have to do that, I don't want to do that, I don't like this, I don't like that. That person is so bad, I think that person is using me. And मुंह में Ram Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram. So there is hypocrisy here in us. Align, align, align. And that alignment cannot come by us contemplating on the world. Alignment can come only by the grace of the Lord. Alignment means be integrated. What is integration? What you think is what you speak, is what you act in life. Therefore, the words of gods, they don't go waste. Whatever they say, even by mistake, it comes true. Therefore, Durvasa, if he curses someone, it comes true. But it is always of the benefit to the person he has cursed. That person may know or not know. From a larger picture, that is what is. Saints and sages in our life, when they say, it has to come true. Why? They are integrated. And in our case, our children don't listen to us. Our friends don't listen to us. Why? We are disintegrated. No alignment. Manasa Vacha Kaya. And the only way you can bring about this Manasa Vacha Kaya alignment, when our attention is on the Lord, and that Lord will give us the vision. Sunayana. That Lord will give us the vision that this whole world is nothing, not other than Him. That's the auspicious vision, Sunayana. And this is how our Brahmaji, that I feel blessed that Ramatvam Sita Saha Ekasanastham, that you are both seated together on one throne, and Tvat Padam Budharo Brahma Srushti Chakra Pravartakaha, that this entire creation, before he started, it was seen as he started doing that after washing your feet. Continuing 73 and 74. Balistvatpadasalilam ghrutva bhuddivijadhipaha tvatpadapansusham sparshat ahalya bhartrushapataha sadya eva vinirmukta konyastvattodhirakshita. He says, by the glory and potential effect of the water used to wash your holy feet, Bali had obtained the honor and stature of Indra, the king of gods, and it was the touch of the dust of your holy feet which instantly liberated Ahilya from the curse cast upon her by her husband Gautam Rishi. Who else is a great protector and benefactor than you are? Now he, in his love for Ramchandra ji, because son-in-law is always loved by the father-in-law. So he is singing the glory of the son-in-law, Sri Ram, and reminds him. See, two things are happening. One is reminding Ramchandra ji that in his previous incarnation he had the water, by the glory and potential effect of the water used to wash your holy feet, Bali had obtained the honor and stature of Indra. So that Bali Maharaj, you know the story. Bali Maharaj, he was doing the Ashwamedh Yajna, no, not some Yajna, I can't remember the Ashwamedh or not Rajushi, Ashwamedh Yajna. But he was doing it 1,000 times so that he could become the Indra. And when he was on the last one, and who is his guru? Shukracharya. And Shukracharya, he was the presiding, he's their Asurakul teacher. Just like Brihaspati is the teacher of the Devas, Shukracharya is the teacher of the Asuras. He has told him that you have the capacity, you do this. And he did. He is accomplished also. He is pure also. And when the last one is happening, Indra and all the gods, they went to Lord Narayana. That this is in the previous incarnation. Previous, because before Ramchandraji was Parshuram, before Parshuram was Vaman Devata. So that Vaman Devata, Vaman Dev incarnation we are talking about. That was when Bali Maharaj was there, King Bali. King Bali was a Asura. And all the gods went to Narayana. He wants to be the Indra. My tenure is not over. Some politics they played. And the Lord Narayana said, yes, you are right. And he takes birth as the son of Aditi, Vaman. And once he is born, immediately he walks away and he comes to the yajna of... so he is the younger brother of the Devas. Being younger brother, the Devas say, hey Vaman, we know who you are, you please help us, you have to help us, protect us from all this. So he goes to Bali Maharaj's yajna. Bali Maharaj, he has distributed all his wealth to the Brahmanas, all his wealth, cows, gold, this, that, gems, rubies, everything, land. And when this Batu means a small in stature, short in stature, like a pygmy, a short young fellow, he came, and you have seen Vaman Dev's form. He is wearing a cloth, he is having a kamandalu, and he is having a umbrella. And he comes there with a mala in his hand. He comes there out of arrogance. Bali Maharaj says, I see one Batu here, and what do you want? He says, ask anything that you want. Vaman Dev is also, he has to protect Indra. His tenure is not over. He says, yeah, you may decide not to give when I ask you something. He says, no, I'll give. No, first you take Sankalpa. Just giving a verbal promise is not enough. You need to commit. And the teacher was there, Shukracharya. And Shukracharya saying, who is this fellow who has come? Who is this fellow who has come? Who is asking that he has to take a Sankalpa for 999 yajnas. The king has, without any restraint, distributed all his wealth with the Mahatmas. And now this is the last one. Now the Purna Ahuti is going to be put in the yajna. And he made the king get up from the yajna and come to him to take the Sankalpa. And in this thinking, suddenly he goes into himself, and through the third eye, he comes to realize that this Vaman avatar is none other than Lord Narayana himself. So when Bali Maharaj takes the pot to pour the water into his hand to take the Sankalpa, just like a kettle, the tout is there. The water is not coming out. Why? Shukracharya has taken a small form and entered into the pot unseen by Bali Maharaj and blocked the water from coming out. What Guru Maharajas do. And one time, two time, three time, nothing comes out. So Bali Maharaj sees one small stick there, takes the stick, puts it into the tout and hits. And that's how Shukracharya lost one eye. And he comes out and the water comes. And he takes, yes, I take the sankalpa that I'll give you whatever you ask. He says, you will give me whatever you ask. Okay, very good. Now your sankalpa, now you have to live to what you have promised. I want only 3 steps of land. And the king, out of his arrogance, he laughs. That King Bali, he laughs. This small kid is asking for 3 steps of land. How much can his feet cover? He says, son, ask me something more. I am the king of the 3 worlds. I have defeated Indra. Ask me I am a owner or I am the lord of the 3 worlds. And you are asking me for three steps of land? Whatever you can cover with 3 steps, ask something more. You are in front of a well, and all you want is a drop. No, ask more. He says, no, you promised me. I'm not greedy. I want only this. I'm not greedy. From Lord's point of view, he is everything. So how can he be greedy? Now the sankalpa is taken. And immediately Vamandev increases his form. And with 1 step, he has covered the whole earth. In the 2nd step, he covers everything apart from the earth. The entire universe he covers with the 2nd step. Bali Maharaj is only, oh my God, what is going on? While is he just mesmerized by this event and his feet of this young boy, that very moment, Vamandev says, Bali, oh Bali, tell me, where do I put the 3rd step? Where do I put my 3rd step? I have covered everything that you own in 2 steps. Where do I put my 3 steps? 3rd step. If I don't put the 3rd step, your sankalpa will go waste. Tell me. That wise Bali, King Bali, who was the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad was the son of Hiranyakashipu. That Prahlad's grandson. That King Bali, who was quite integrated, quite sattvic in the sense, but akankshat, mother was always pestering him, you have to be the master of the whole world, you have to defeat Indra. Wahan pe bhi the cousins were fighting. Devas and Asuras are cousins. So Bali Maharaj in that moment, now if you have done 1,000 yajna, you're living a disciplined life and he is a good king. Yes, Asura, just like Prahlad was also Asura, but he was a great devotee of Lord and had the darshan of Lord as Lord Narasimha. Similarly, our King Bali is also very sattvic and very integrated. At that moment, with that poise, when the question is posed, answer has to come. Vamandev asked, where do I put my 3rd step, O King Bali? Everything he has taken. So that moment Bali said, what do I have of my own? Everything that I owned, the Vamandev has taken. He says, the only thing that I have is my ahankar, my ego. He says, please put your third step on my ahankar, on my ego. And the third step came on the head of Bali, and he was pushed all the way down to Patala Lok, the last lok. And with the promise that in the next cycle of creation, he will be the king of Swarg. He will be the king. And till today, in Patal Lok, is the most wonderful place, they say, and the gatekeeper of that kingdom of Bali is Lord Narayana himself. And that is being reminded by King Janaka to Lord Sri Ram, that in one of your previous births, you gave him that honor. And it was that, and now that was two incarnations ago, now coming into the present moment straight away. He didn't invoke the Parshuram out of him. Why he didn't invoke the Parshuram out of him? Because Parshuram is also present while Ram is present. That's why. How can Lord appear at two times? Why appear two places? He appears as many. Everyone is nothing but the Lord. If one Lord can appear as the four brothers, Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughna, what is there wrong? That he appears as Sri Ram also, and he appears as Parshuram also, in the same incarnation, in the same cycle of life, in the same yuga, we should say. And therefore, he has talked, Janak Maharaj has talked about the Vamana avatar, and now he comes remembering his glory, because now he knows that he is the Lord Narayana. Naradji has told him, and now to hear, that was a bygone. So whenever we remember the past, we must learn something good out of it. We remember our past for reminiscing the regrets. काश मैंने ऐसे किया था, काश मैंने वैसे किया था, मेरे से ये गलती, I did that mistake, I did that mistake. No. If you want to remember the good deeds. Let them multiply. If you remember them, that it will continue. And now in this present time, that the dust of your holy feet, Tvatpada pansu sansparshad ahalya bhartru shapataha, that the dust from your feet liberated Ahalya from the curse. Sadhya eva vinirmukta konyastvatto dhirakshita. Konyo, who else other than you is the greatest protector? You protected Bali, you liberated Ahalya. There before in Prahlad, there you protected Prahlad by appearing out of the, that is not given here, I am adding. Story chal rahi hai to wahan pe bhi add kar do, protector. Similarly, the Lord is protecting us every moment. Every moment. Have no doubt about it. The Ishvara can never be destroyed. The Atma can never be destroyed. Om can never be destroyed. Shakti can never be destroyed. Ab kar lo baat. Then what is being destroyed? That which is existing in its own absence alone is getting destroyed. Water is never getting destroyed. Only wave, which is nothing but an imagination on water, that is getting destroyed. Imagination is getting destroyed. That is the Tripurasur. That is imagination. Who else is a greater protector? Konyastvatto adhirakshita. Greater protector, benefactor than you are. Then he is the most worthy one to be remembered. Janak Maharaj is so over the moon, singing the glories of his son-in-law Sri Ram, who has uncalled. Did Janakji send a message to Dasharath? Hey, Naradji came and told me this. I think it's time you bring your son to me and we'll get my daughter married to your son. Did he do that? No. Wise people never initiate anything. It happens at the right time. When it happens, it always happens at the right time, when it is meant to happen, the way it is meant to happen. We'll conclude here. Enough for today. 74th, remember, 74th. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Anyone wants to sing, or we do the arti straight away?